everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to make these two dream catchers. So today we're going to need some silver rings. I have a 6-inch and an 8-inch diameters, and I have a doily here that I'm going to put in the center of one of them. I'll need some scissors, some beads, and some string. This is for the other dream catcher that I'll show you today. And you'll need a needle as well. For the doily, you'll need something to wrap it around the ring with. I'm going to use yarn for this one. For the bottom of the dream catchers, you'll need some yarn, ribbon, and some feathers if you want. First, I'm going to show you how to put the doily in the center of a ring. Now, I got one of my bigger needles. This one's called a tapestry needle, just to help me when I'm putting the yarn through the doily. You don't have to do this. You could probably do it without the needle. So I'm going to take one end, and I'm going to make it kind of a little long because I'll make the loop out of this. And I'm going to tie it on one of the ends, tie the end onto the ring. And like I said, keep it a little long. Okay. And then I'm going to take the doily, and I'm just going to go in one of these holes, so I can pick the outside here or even this bigger circle. I'm going to take one of the smaller circle here and just go through that and then over the ring and under. And then I'm going to go into this next circle and then go over and under again. And then I'm going to tie it up here. Take it off my needle. Okay, and then I'm also going to tie these two together. What I'll do with these two is just tie a knot right at the end. Okay, so now we're going to do the smaller dream catcher, and I got some string like this and cut about 2 arms length, but I don't think I'll need that much. I threaded it onto a smaller needle, something that, whatever beads you're going to use, something that you can get your beads onto the needle. This one already is kind of hard to get on there, but it'll work. So on the other end of the string, you're going to tie that onto here. This time I'm not going to leave a long strand for the loop. I'm just going to make it kind of small here. And then something else that I do is I take clear nail polish and put a little dab on the knot here, and it just helps secure the knot. So, and I let that dry while I'm doing the rest of the dream catcher. Okay, so now I'm going to take the string, and this one I'm going to do 6 points, so I'm trying to just eyeball it. You don't have to. You can fix it at the end to make sure that all the points are even around the circle. So I'm going to take it over the ring, go under and through this section here. And this will create a knot that we'll use throughout the whole dream catcher. And I think my string is too long. Okay. Okay, I cut some of my string off, so it's a little shorter now. Okay, so I'm going to go a little over here, over the ring, and underneath the ring, and through this loop here. And it'll make more sense once we get to the second layer. Okay, so I'm just going to do this all the way around, and then I'll come back. Okay, I'm getting to the last loop here, and I have my 6 points around the circle. I try to keep this tight and hold it with my left hand while I'm going to use the needle for the right hand. And now I can check that all of these are kind of even. You just kind of twist them a little bit and they'll move. And I'm just trying to see that the opposite points are kind of across the circle. So I'm going to put it right where the first knot is, over the ring. Now I'm going to go under and through this loop again, just like I did before. Now and I have my little bead that I put on earlier. Okay, so I'm also going to do something else on this one because I want those 2 loops to stay together. So I'm going to go back through this area here and up through that area. So it's kind of, I think it looks like a bow tie or an X shape. So you're going through here and going up through here. And we're going to do that again every time, so it'll make a little more sense later. Now I'm going to go halfway to this next point here, and you kind of make that bow tie again. So you can kind of see it here. I'm going to go down through here and then up through here. So it's kind of on the right of the bow tie and then up through the left of the bow tie. And then I want to keep that in the center there. Now I'm going to start adding beads, and I want to add probably 2 beads for each section. So I'm just gonna hold it here, or you could probably let it go. And then I'm gonna add 2. I already have 1 on here, so I'm just gonna add 1 more. I'm going to try to pull them all the way down to here. Then I'm going to pull and hold on to halfway. Okay, now I'm going to go down through this section and up through this section. Okay, so it's kind of the bow tie or X shape. Oops. And up through there. Okay, and then I'm going to pull. Okay, make sure that's in the center. Oops. Okay, and then I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to go over here. So get 2 beads. You can put the beads on your needle in the beginning if you like. I like to do it while I'm going because I don't know how many beads I'm going to want at first. Oops. Whatever works best for you. Put it there. Okay, so I'm making my bow shape. Okay, hold in the center there, go down through here, and then up through here. So I'm down to the end of my 2nd row, and we're going to do the same thing we did on the 1st row. And I'm going to, first you look at, I guess, this bow tie up here that I'm making with this string. And you're going to go down on the right side and up on the left side. I keep dropping my needle. And then to make sure that these 2 knots stay together, now I'm going to use this bow tie that's already here. Okay, so I'm going to go down on the right and then up on the left. And that just keeps those 2 together. You don't have to do it, I guess, but it might slide around and you don't want that to happen. Now for this next row, I'm not going to add beads, but I'm going to make sure to go in between the 2 beads. So I separated them here, and I'm going going to make that bow tie again. Down on the right and up on the left. Okay, and then I'm going to go to this one here, spread out the beads and go to the middle and do it again. So this whole row, I'm not going to do any beads for this row. You could if you like to do that. And then I like to do beads on the next row. So here I finished going around that last circle, and I did my regular 2 knots, I guess. So I'm going to do it again, and it doesn't matter which way you go around these strings, but I'm going to make this loop here, and then I'm going to go through again with the needle and make a knot. And I'm going to do that twice just to make sure, and you can go a different way. Maybe I'll just go under one of them, make a loop, and then go through with your needle. There we go. Now I'm going to put some nail polish on it. And then once that dries, then I'll cut it off, because I'm going to cut it off a little closer to the knot. This one should be dry now, so I'll just cut that one. You can try to cut it close, but not too close. You don't want it to unravel. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna cut this one already. Now what I do with this extra string that I have here is I'm going to make a loop out of this. So I'll take it out of the needle. And I like to put it on the one that I had that knot from the beginning. So what I like to do is first go around this part here. So I just run around this string, if you can see that. And I'm going to make a knot on that first. And then I'll make a knot on the ring itself. And that's just because I want it to stay in place. If I just put it on the ring, it might slide around. And I don't want to keep it just on the string because I don't want the weight of the Dreamcatcher to hold on to the string. So now I put it behind the ring here, and I'm going to just tie that. And then just like I did before, the top of this, measure how long I want the loop to be, and then I'll just make a knot here. I missed one. And then I just make sure that it's even. Okay, and then cut that off, and that'll be it for the loop. Okay, and now we're going to put the end pieces on both Dreamcatchers. For the bottom part of the Dreamcatchers, I take some yarn and fold it in half, put the loop through the ring, and pull the yarn through the loop. I add different colors like orange and white with the red, and then here I'm adding some ribbon, and I just double knot it onto the ring. And you can also add some feathers, and on this white one here I just took the ribbon that I already put on the rings and tied knots around the feathers. For the bottom, I just cut the yarn into the shape that I want, and I usually do this while I'm adding the yarn, but here I'm just doing it at the end, which is fine as well. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe for more videos like this, and thanks for watching.